Hello and welcome to Slice of Pie.
Welcome to the Slice of Pie. Today we are going to do a blog on my very special hobby, philately. If you're wondering what does philately means, it means the hobby of stamp collection. People collect stamps based on countries, based on various themes, based on famous personalities, shapes, and also stamps from various ages. So, in the next few minutes, I will go through all the stamps that I possess, what are the tools, what are my stamp books, and how do I maintain my collection over the years. So, let's get started. So, let's first begin and see what stamps book I have, what are the tools I use to maintain my stamp collection. Over here, I have 3 stamps books. This one is the very general stamp book I have. If you can see, I have written the number of stamps this book has. It has about 464 stamps. And in the back page here, I have mentioned the countries for which the stamps I possess. So over here, as you can see, I have total 60 countries in this stamp book. And I have arranged all the countries in an ascending order. So this is the main stamp book that I have. I also have a backup small stamp book, and I'll show that all the stamps inside it after a while. And this is a pretty thin stamp book, just a backup copy. And if you stay towards the end of the blog, this one is really special. I will be going through the special collections that I possess in this book, and it is going to be very special. Believe me, you just want to stay till the end. I also do have a magnifying glass. This is a very useful tool if you want to go through the details of the stamps. Sometimes the details inside a stamp are well hidden, and you really need to have a very good powerful magnifying glass to bring out all those little hidden details. And I have a small little tongs with which I generally handle my stamps, because sometimes your hand has a lot of dirt on it which might spoil your stamps in the long run. So you better use a tong if you really hold your collection very dear and precious. I also have a bowl of water. A lot of you might be wondering why the hell I'm keeping a bowl of water here, but I will show you why this is needed. Okay, so let's start and have a look at the very basic stamp book that I have. So as you can see, I have arranged all my stamps in an alphabetical order. So this one right here, it starts with Australia, America. Some very basic common stamps are these. Argentina, you can see B for Bangladesh, Belgium. So we were really passionate about stamp collection in our school days. This one right here is from Brazil. CCCP, which is basically Russia. Stamp collection was almost like a commodity trading in our days. I still remember my friends. We used to exchange stamps. For example, if the stamps were very valuable, we used to exchange each stamp with, let's say, 5 pages or 6 pages of sticker. Sometimes one of these stamps will fetch about 4 or 5 stamps in return. And we used to do a lot of negotiation between friends, with my elders, with my elder brothers, and we all used to have our own collection, and we were very passionate about it. it really taught us a lot of negotiation skills at a very young childhood, not to mention the amount of that it can give you with. So as you can see, these are some of the triangular shaped stamps from Congo. I have stamps from Denmark, Spain. You can see these are Spanish kings, the king series, then stamps from Egypt, stamps from Great Britain, all the series I have, the Queen series from Great Britain. These I believe are from France and also from Germany. Let's go to the next page. Stamps from Hong Kong, as you can see. These are from Italy, the Castle series and the Queen series from Italy, and then finally stamps from India. These are stamps from Nicaragua, Malaysia, Mozambique, New Zealand, Nepal. Stamps from China, Japan, pretty much all the basic well-known countries, Romania, Poland. Few stamps from Pakistan here, and these are stamps from Sweden. There is a very there is one distinct feature in the Swedish stamps. If I may just take one of them and show you. If you notice, in the Swedish stamp, at least two of the sides are actually plain. If you notice very closely, this is one of the plain sides and this is another plain side. So this is a distinctive feature in any of the Swedish stamps. All the stamps here has two plain sides. Stamps from Thailand. And then this one here from Uruguay. I have stamps from Zambia, Zimbabwe, West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago. So this was my basic stamp collecting book. Because of the rapid expansion of WhatsApp, social media, because of Facebook, today stamp collecting may not be in a lot of fashion, but in those days, in my school days especially, it was very common with almost all my friends, brothers, seniors, juniors, pretty much everybody. Social media and digital media have eaten out a lot of interest in this particular segment. But in those days, it was really a passionate hobby. We used to collect the stamps from postcards, sometimes go to post office and buy out stamps. The stamps that were available in the regular market was not of very high quality. Sometimes they were really false, but we would exchange stamps with friends and relatives and elders to kind of expand our collections. These days, however, it is very common to get better stamps in Amazon, or there are lots of online platform, but there's not a lot of fun in it, right? In those days it was really exciting and a lot of fun activities when you would really collect and gather the stamps from your friends and relatives. Now let's move to the second stamp book that I have. This one is also a pretty general collection. All the stamps that I've collected after I filled up the first book. Actually, I put in all those stamps here, and this one also pretty much follows a standard alphabetical order. It starts with Australia, then you have B for Bangladesh, Belgium, Ceylon. This is basically stamps from Canada and England. Then I have stamps from Nepal, New Zealand. This is a stamp from Kenya, Uganda and Tanganyika, 3 countries in one stamp. Then I have this one from Peru, a few stamps from Sweden again. Singapore, Bhutan. This one is special here. This is from Falkland Islands, one of the English colonies, I believe. You see the Queen over here. Then this one is from Israel, and these two are really special ones. A lot of you might think that these are Indian stamps based on Rabindranath Tagore, but this one here is from Argentina, and this one here is again from Sweden. So I have, two very unique Rabindranath Tagore collections from Sweden and Argentina. And then in the end, these stamps are of various shapes. So this one is from Bhutan. It has a bit of gold plating overhead. This one from New Zealand, and this very peculiar shape stamp from Malaysia. So as I promised, now this one is a very special collection of mine, so I would do this at the end. So let's go over these stamps. So this page here, this one is a these are very old collections, all stamps that are almost 100 years or more old. So this one here is from Brunei. All of these are 100 years or more old. This is from USA. You can see George Washington. This one is from Honduras. This one from Canada. This stamp belongs to 1903. And these stamps, towards the end of this page, these are all Indian stamps from the British Raj. Some of them are really old, and some of them are really are stamps from various Indian states. For example, this triangular stamp here is a stamp from Bhopal. And this one you can see is from Hyderabad, this stamp, and it is prior to independence. This one is from Gwalior. This one from Patiala. This one is from Travancore. Then I have stamp from Bhavalpur, again Gwalior. This one is from Travancore, and this one is from Jaipur state. So these are really old, and this one is special. I just want to show this one. So if you look at this one very closely, this is a stamp from the British Raj. It has, if I can just go against the light, you can see this has a watermark. If you can see the star watermark behind the stamp, so this is really a special feature of this star watermark. Now let's come to the next page. So these stamps are also really special. For example, this one here belongs to Kwati state in Hadramaut, which is basically better known as Yemen today. And in this stamp, what is special is the inverted head of the Queen here. If you can see, the head is inverted. So what happens is, these are stamps that were printed incorrectly, And when this goes into circulation, after some time people realize that they have been printed incorrectly and they pull back the printing. So there are very limited circulation, limited supply, and over time these stamps gain a lot of value. This one also here, if you look at it closely, the print here is inverted. It's inverted. This should be the proper way, but the picture here is inverted. So this one also was printed erroneously. So these are very unique and rare collections. I told you, I'll tell you the reason why I have this bowl of water. So for instance, sometimes when we take stamps from postcards, and you will notice that sometimes there is a piece of paper at the back of the stamp because you have taken it out, or you have just used a scissor to cut the stamp out of the postcard. But sometimes when you try to take this out, it might damage your stamp, so which is not a very good recommended way. So what we used to do is we will just put this stamp inside water, and I'll rather put this stamp inside this bowl of water overnight, and in the morning typically it will just come out and separate from that back paper on its own, and then I'll just keep it in the sun to dry out, or maybe under the fan. So this will be a very useful method of getting rid of that back paper without damaging the stamps. Taken you through all my stamp collections. Now let us see how we can use these stamps to decorate our space. Something that I have done here in these very small frames, I have used my stamps for, and this is a very special collection. If I can just zoom in, this is my Mahatma Gandhi collection from various countries. So this one right here is from Brazil, this one from Cuba, this one is from Mauritius, and this one is from Russia, and this is from Britain, as you can see the Queen, and this one is from Germany. So 6 different countries where we have Mahatma Gandhi. So this is a very unique theme-based collection. And then again, these are also some unique collections, like this one from Italy, this one is a British India stamp, this one from Monaco. These two are English colonies, 2 different English colonies, and this one again from Sweden. As you can see, it has two sides which are absolutely straight. Okay, and then if people from the 90s, you would remember Football World Cup 1994, where Sweden did play very well. So this stamp was a memory to that moment. Now, I would really encourage our younger generation to check from their elders, from their seniors, brothers or relatives, whether anyone has any of their existing stamp collections, so that they can pass it on to the future generation. And that is how the collection really grows in the future. This is not very common hobby these days, but I would really encourage everyone to take it up. It gives us a lot of learning, whether it's geography, whether it's negotiation, whether it's different kinds of knowledge into different areas, maybe different ages, history, literature. This has a lot to give our future generations. So thank you for watching. Please mention in the comment how you like my collection, and please do let us know whether you have your own collection. What are the very special and unique stamps that you have in your collection today, so that we can exchange our thoughts. Thank you.
If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up and share with your friends and family, and consider subscribing our channel. See you in our next video. Thank you.